C&T's garage. On this episode, we are going to be going over my 1966 Chevy C10. So in the last two videos, you've seen us tear down Talon's 1993 Suburban donor vehicle, and it was for this guy right here. Just cut it. So, like he said, we bought this truck about 4 years ago. I was 11 years old. I've always kind of wanted an old truck. My dad has always been in the automotive industry. We've always just tinkered on whatever we possibly could. I've been turning wrenches since I was young, like as long as I can remember. We got this truck, like I said, 4 years ago. The first day we brought it home, we had it sitting in the driveway, and we actually got it running the first day that we brought it back.
Better all the time.
We had a quadrajet carburetor on it, and it wasn't very good. The two barrels in the rear weren't opening up, so we bought a Edelbrock carburetor, and it really opened this truck up. It has a Chevy 350 motor in it. It's a two-wheel drive long box, and you're probably wondering why the Suburban. That was my donor vehicle for my four-wheel drive conversion. My Suburban is a 454 throttle body, big block. It has an automatic 5-speed transmission. It is an IFS because I wanted the nicer ride compared to that straight axle. And so we'll kind of get into the timeline. We've always just looked around for parts for it. We knew that we needed the donor vehicle, obviously. I bought that probably 3 years. We kind of drove it around for a year, just kind of as like the old truck that we just drove around. We bought that Suburban probably in 2020 maybe. We just got it kind of in a rougher side of town. The battery was actually stolen out of it overnight. It was parked there overnight, and then we were going to pick it up in the morning. But it's kind of a little funny story, but we kind of just moved into our new house. We had a better garage access, so we started doing body work on it. And yeah, just ever since from there. Well, I bought a 1965 or 66 Chevy truck. It was a long box. It was my donor truck. It was from Blake's Auto Salvage, believe it or not. A lot of you probably have heard of that. Old man Blake passed away, so his kids are actually selling off the rest of the stuff that they didn't want. But I bought that. We brought it home. We actually ripped the bed off, not ripped it, but unbolted the bed off. We put it on a little dirt bike trailer that we had on pallets. I started doing the body work in the driveway that day. It was a camper special, so it had 2 tanks on the side of it. We filled the tank holes in we spot welded, and we put Bondo over it. It had the trim package, so we had to go through and fill all those little trim holes. I plan on, when I do the paint job on it, I plan on, So we filled all those holes in. I kind of like the airbrush look better of the trim on the truck. It kind of gives it a more sleek look rather than the old trim look on it. But I got that, got the bed, got the four-wheel drive. I bought a lift kit for it and some wheels and tires. You'll be seeing that in the next episode. We'll be installing that, hopefully, trying to get that on there. Yeah. Kind of the plans. I have a blue. It's a cool color. What I liked about this truck is when we went and picked up the bed for his truck, my dad would drive his dump truck by Blake's Auto Salvage, and we'd peek our heads over because the wall was small enough to see over, and I would just love to see all those cars and vintage cars, and it's kind of cool. So that's my 1966 Chevy C10 project. That's kind of the plans that we have in mind to kind of go over in the next year. I turn 15 in this October. I plan on driving it when I turn 16. And yeah, we're gonna kind of do a brief walk around of just the bare bones of this truck right now, and kind of give you guys a glimpse of what it looks like before we do what we do to it. So we're gonna open the hood and show you guys what drives this old girl. Come in, take a look. Just a 350. Got the Edelbrock on there. Yeah. So if we go around, we've kind of got the body kind of prepped. We just have some spray paint primer on there for now, just to keep the exposed rust from taking the truck away. Coming in her. She's a 4-speed at the moment, manual. It's got the old seat. They took the gas tank out of the back here. Yeah, it's a little modified. It's got power windows. Don't know if I'm gonna keep those or not. Probably keep those. Place the door panel. And then it has flatbed, like you guys have all seen. It's kind of custom built into there. Coming around the back. Yeah, it's just a flatbed. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share with your friends.